What's good, world? It's your boy King Phenom here with a little quick, what I'm going to call an on-the-road review. Driving on my way to work, so I apologize for any background noise that you hear. But last night, 10 p.m., I had the pleasure of going to go see Avengers Endgame in theaters. A little tired right now, but well worth it. Well worth it for me. It's like 9 a.m. I've been up since like 6:30. Went to sleep at like 2 a.m. But this is going to be spoiler free. I'm just really going to give you my first initial impressions. This isn't even going to be a long video because, like I said, I'm driving and I don't want a whole bunch of road noise in the background while I try to talk longer. So what I want to say about this movie is, goddamn, I love this movie. This movie right here, to me, was like, I feel like I've used this term a lot, a love letter to fans, but that's what it was. It was a love letter to us who have been a part of the journey of the MCU since the very beginning. I remember the very first time I saw Iron Man. I remember the theater, I remember the seat, I remember the time, and I'm not going to forget where I was when I saw Endgame for the first time. It does a great job at fan service. It does a great job at setting up the future of the MCU. Like I stated, this is going to be no spoilers. It did a great job of going full circle when it comes to some character arcs. It lived up to the hype in my mind. It may have even exceeded the hype a little bit, and considering how hype I was, to exceed that expectation, that's a really, really good thing. I feel like MCU and Marvel fans will enjoy this movie a lot. I feel like if you're a casual movie watcher and you're not invested in MCU, definitely see Infinity War first and then see this, and you still might, walk away loving this movie. For a movie with a 3-hour runtime.
Warning in about 10 miles from current location.
Well, my car is telling me there's a gale warning. But anyway, for anyone who's worried about a 3-hour runtime, I can tell you, and I've had some of my friends who've seen the movie already tell me, it doesn't feel like it's a 3-hour movie. To me, it really doesn't. I sat through Batman versus Superman in theaters, and that 2.5 hours felt like it dragged on. This right here, I was so focused, and I love the story, and I love the characters so much that the time just went by. Like, by the time I'm looking at my clock and I see what time it is, I'm like, oh snap, that's all this is. This movie is still, like, this movie is done. Like, this is what 3 hours feels like. They did it the right way. Shout out to the Russos. Shout out to our original Avengers, man. Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth. You guys were our introduction into the MCU, and you didn't let us down. Like, your characters were great. You made me laugh. This movie made me feel so many emotions. It's probably easier to try to find the emotions I didn't feel than to list the ones that I did. So if anybody were to ask me, hey, do you recommend this movie? It's a hell yeah. I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. What could it have done to be perfect in my eyes? I probably would have liked to see more characters fight in the final battle. The final battle was great, but I would have liked to see a little bit more screen time for particular characters, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, this does a great job at reintroducing characters. It does a great job at introducing characters. Like, if you hadn't seen Captain Marvel, gives you a quick little, like, oh yeah, this is her. She's strong. She can whoop the shit out of Thanos if need be. But I definitely recommend this movie. This is really just a fan rant more than it is a movie review, as you can clearly tell. But it's a fan rant because it's worthy of everything that it's been hyped up to be. It's worthy of everything that the critics have said it is. This right here was a moment in time. And if you are a Marvel fan, or if you were looking forward to seeing Endgame, I highly recommend that you try to see it this opening weekend if you can. If you can't see it this opening weekend, stay off social media. I've been on my Instagram, I've been on my Facebook, I've been on Twitter, and I just see people trying to spoil this movie in the stupidest of ways. I could be looking at a basketball highlight and somehow in the comments they're talking about Endgame. So do yourself a favor. I would try to stay off social media if you know you're not seeing the movie this weekend. I try to stay off social media for as long as you can, at minimum until Sunday, because once the Battle of Winterfell goes down, people will be talking about that probably more on Sunday. So just give yourself a little reprieve from social media. It's probably good for you anyway, because you're more than likely addicted to your phone like I am. But Blurred Perspective, Phenom, I can't wait till Sirius sees this so me and him can discuss this on the show. But for right now, this is just my honest, my heartfelt opinion. This was a great movie. I definitely plan on seeing it again, probably about another 2 times. I definitely probably want to see it in IMAX, because I just caught the first show that that was the first theater that was close to my house. I just caught the first show. I definitely want to see it in IMAX. If I can find like a 4D D-box place around here, I might want to do that. Hell, I might even want to go see it in a drive-in. This movie deserves everything that it's getting, all the praise it's getting and more. You should definitely take some time out your day to see it. Avengers Endgame, dope. Russo brothers, Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios, hell, even Disney. Thank you guys for taking the time to craft this universe and to make these characters that you can feel so invested in, that you feel you can relate to so much, even in the extraordinary world that they're in. A lot of them are still just ordinary people trying to find their way, and that's what's so great about this movie. It gives you hope, it gives you encouragement, it slices you up and makes you like, sometimes it might make you want to cry, sometimes it might make you want to fight, but overall you walk away enjoying yourself. So if you've already seen Endgame, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like always, stay safe, Kingdom. Peace.